All right, we're live on Adobe Radio with another episode of Wesam's World. It's me, your host, Wesam. If you have a second, we are live every Thursday at 3 p.m. Pacific Time, 6 p.m. Eastern Time on Adobe Radio. And if you're on the go listening to us, you should download the Adobe app. That way, it's so much easier to listen to us anywhere, first of all, so you don't have to carry around your laptop. And second, there are other amazing shows that you can tune into, not just ours, and listen to all the latest alternative rock, hard rock, punk rock, all different kinds of rock. I still feel a little vindicated from last week. If you tuned in, I was on a little bit of a emotional roller coaster. There were three things that had happened. First and foremost, the big discovery with the Egyptian pyramids, which I feel very vindicated because my instincts were right.
Right.
What happened?
Oh, well, we'll get into that.
Okay.
I'll tell you what happened. I'm now an archaeologist. That's what I am. I
don't know.
Well, I know.
Oh, okay.
You weren't here last week, so
You're right. I'm sorry.
so how does that work?
I'm sorry.
Second, and this is something we're going to get into again because you wanted to talk about it. Assassin's Creed Shadows is the worst video game of all time now for me.
Oh, okay. All time.
I
thought you were just saying worst Assassin's Creed game.
No.
Worst video game of all time.
Worst video game of all time.
Okay.
No. Yeah, and I'll explain.
We'll definitely get into that.
We'll get into that.
Yeah.
We'll get into that. What was the third thing, Alex, that I
It
discussed?
was Ashton Hall's Get Ready With Me, the ridiculous time stamping.
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
All the memes that have come from it are glorious.
I saw that, yeah.
Let me tell you guys, when you tune into this show, you're getting real, okay? You're not getting any BS. You're going to get real. And let me tell you something. Nobody wakes up that early unless you have kids. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, sorry. Let me rephrase this. Nobody wakes up that refreshed and looks good that early unless you have kids and or you're avenging your family's death.
Okay. What time was he waking up?
3:30.
3:30.
What time did you wake up to run a mountain?
4 o'clock. Did I look like that? Absolutely not. I actually did videos of me.
I'm sure you looked like a model. I'm sure you did.
No, Peyton, you're too kind. No, I looked like somebody who woke up in the middle of the night to do something extremely stupid. So that's what I looked like. And it gives this false sense of like lifestyle and how things are whenever you make videos like that. Because it's not real, man. It's not real that you do that. First of all, you might do that every morning, maybe. But even if you do, it's not that perfect.
Right.
Make it real.
Yeah.
Make it real.
Well, I mean, someone has gotten even more. I mean, a lot of people have gotten more in depth, and they're even looking in the details. He's getting out of the pool in one of them, and it says it's something like 6:30 a.m. But if you look at his watch, someone zoomed in, it's like 11:30.
Yeah.
Oof.
You know, so it's like, okay,
Yeah, you're lying.
you're lying.
You're lying. Or you got a bad watch.
Just
So-
for looks, not for time.
Just for looks, not for time. I gotta say, and I want to say a little thankful thing because I think it's important to be thankful for a lot of things. I had a really good day yesterday. I was really worried about this audition that I had. And I wouldn't say really worried, but I knew it was going to be complex and challenging. I had gone out for the show Reacher a few times.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and I had a really great audition for it again, a self-tape. And it was for a wonderful role. And I can't obviously say anything because of NDAs and stuff like that. But it was very complex. And if you watch the show Reacher has this wonderful aspect about the show that if you read it on paper, it comes off extremely comedic. Certain parts, like in terms of playing the comedy up.
Yeah.
But they don't play the comedy in that show. It's really grounded and real. And this is like a very acute, I don't want to say acute, but very sensitive thing to look out for. But the cadence and pace of the show is so interesting. It's not like sped up. It's not slowed down. It's sometimes in the middle. It's very specific. Anyway, I had two of my really good colleagues join me, Alexandra Gorski and
Almost butchered
your
your name.
name, and Anthony Mark Barrow, the 80-year-old guy that teaches with me. They both came and helped me with the audition, and I knew I needed some extra eyes on it, and it ended up being very good. We got it. We nailed the tone exactly. And my reps responded back, and they were like, this is amazing. So I was like, that made me feel really good.
Yeah.
And then, jiu-jitsu story.
Oh, okay.
Okay. I'm just gonna tell the funniest part about it, because it happens to everybody, and it's happened to me most of the time. But you leave like going, man, I got the shit beat out of me. It's not been a good day. I just got tossed around. I got pressure cooked the whole time. Anyway, I'm rolling with one of my partners, and I have him in mount. So like I'm sitting on his chest, got his elbows almost up to where my knees are in his armpits, and I'm cooking him there. I'm cooking him. And I kind of need to stay in that position because that's what I'm good at. And if I start going to like an arm bar, he's going to flip around and then he's going to throw me off. So I'm just cooking him. I'm trying to waste his energy. That's my game plan.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then I'm trying to get his arm across his face so that he suffocates himself and his oxygen intake is lower, so he just like pressure taps, like he can't breathe anymore, suffocating somebody.
Love it.
I feel good. Like my heart is warm doing it. Okay, and I'm still, even though like I'm in that dominant position, I'm not trying to like hurt them. You know, I'm not like being really mean, but I'm there, and I can see him get visibly more frustrated, and then finally he goes, he goes, get the arm bar, says something with my arm, and I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, no. I'm like, no, I'm not doing that. I'm staying here because you're better than me. You know, he's so much better than me.
What level was he?
He's brown belt.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's one level below black, right?
Yeah. He's so much better
holy
than me.
shit.
Yeah. And so, but I'm there. I'm not moving. It's more like I'm keeping this, like what feels like a rabid dog under control. You know, I'm like, I can't. This is the only thing I have going for me. And finally, he's so frustrated. He goes, I'm so confused at what you're doing. And I'm like, I saw he was upset. I got scared. And I couldn't articulate, well, I'm trying to just hold this position and cook you because this is what I'm really good at, and I can't get to that arm bar comfortably, and I don't want to because you're better than me.
Right.
And so I just go, he goes, I'm so confused. And I'm like, I'm confused too. And now I'm sitting on this grown-ass man who's angry with me, and I'm just like riding a bull or a rabid dog, and oh my gosh, it was so alive. I felt so alive in that moment.
How long did this go on? How long did you...
We rolled for 10 to 15 minutes straight, no breaks. Yeah.
You rode him like a bull for 10 to 15 minutes?
He tapped.
Uh-huh.
And then we did it again, and I got him in the position again, which I don't want to say this part because no, I'm not like, oh, this sounds like I'm bragging, but I'm not. And listen, it happens. Like you have a good
brag.
day. No, I had a good day. I was able to reverse him. I got him.
Yeah.
And I used my strength and a little bit of the technique that we learned, and that's all I'm good at. He's really good. He's really, really good. This guy.
No, I believe you.
And
you found his kryptonite.
I found his kryptonite, but as soon as I got him in the second time, you know, you can just sense somebody like wanting to murder you, and I'm like, oh fuck, I feel really bad. Shit, I just have to. I can't. I just have to stay here. And he tapped again, and I'll just tell the second part. I could see he's upset. He's upset, and I'm like, I'm exhausted. By the way, I'm done. There's nothing left in my gas tank. I think he says to me, "You good? You done?" And I'm like, "Yeah, man." And then he slaps my hand and he does this, and I'm like, "Oh no." He didn't say, "Are you done?" He said, "Let's go again." And he comes on top of me, and I'm like, "Oh shit, I don't have my mouth guard in. I don't have my my headgear." And I'm like, "Oh my god, I just got to survive. I just got to have to survive this." And he's pressuring me. He's pressuring me, and then the time runs out. And I was just like, good roll. And it was all good. He left. It was no hard feelings or anything like that. But man, in that moment, I was honestly a little scared. I was like, I feel bad. I feel scared. I was confused too.
That's so funny.
Yeah, that. But anyway, I had a nice dinner afterwards. It was just a really full. What?
Was this all the same day?
It's all the same day.
Wow. Okay.
It was a full day.
Yesterday? You
Yes.
said? Wow.
It was a full day.
Damn.
Yeah.
Where'd you go to eat?
Steak. I had steak and some nice macaroni cheese and some nice garlic bread afterwards. Could barely move, but it was worth it. Anyway, we got to take a quick commercial break. When we're back, we're going to discuss some more entertainment industry news, as well as go deeper into Assassin's Creed Shadows. We'll be right back. And we're back. So I'm really curious to hear your thoughts about this game, because I know for those of the listeners, you are very deep into the video game
I'm very
world.
deep into the video game ether.
Yeah. So what's up with it?
I was so bored. And I texted our best friend, Jack Dean, and I was like, dude, I'm so bored. And he's like, low-key, I'm really bored too. And he then sent a text to all of our guy friends that play video games, and he's like, honestly, there is not a single thing Assassin's Creed Shadows does that Ghost of Tsushima doesn't do better. And so I texted him, and I was like, so what I'm hearing is I need to play Ghost of Tsushima.
That's a great game.
And he went, you've never played Ghost of Tsushima? And I went, no, I've never touched it. And he was like, delete Assassin's Creed Shadows right now and go download Ghost of Tsushima. So I'm playing through Ghost of Tsushima right now, and it's really good.
It's a great game.
It's a great game.
They're making a second one.
They are making a second one, which is why So I knew you were a big fan of the game. So I thought you'd be happy. I deleted Assassin's Creed Shadows after playing it for several hours, paid money for it, deleted it.
How far in did you get?
I think I got to like the 4-hour mark before I went like, nah, I'm good. I literally was just like, no, this is too slow. It's going way too slow.
Can I ask you what you like about Ghost of Tsushima specifically?
Well, in contradiction to Shadows, the pacing is a lot more excellent. You just kind of hop into things a lot quicker. I hate just walking around doing nothing in games. It's what drives me crazy. It's why most open world games I cannot stand, because I feel like I'm just walking around doing nothing. There's never nothing happening in Ghost of Tsushima. Like, even if I'm just riding my horse to get from A to B, there's just going to be like a group of thugs just like trying to kill these civilians. We have the standoff real quick, do a fight, and then I'm on my merry way. Like, shit like that is happening. But yeah, also the parkour, which is what I'm really there for, it felt really clunky and slow. And that was my whole thing. It's like, I already forgot her name, but like the female assassin character in it, it's like, when I get the opportunity, I'm playing her, because I like the like older vibe of Assassin's Creed games. Like the first one through, when did they stop doing that? Like the first one through Black Flag. Like that's my golden era of Assassin's Creed. And I want it to feel like that as much as possible. That's why I liked Mirage so much, because it felt like that era. But yeah, as soon as like the parkour was like clunky and weird, and it's like, well, I don't really give a shit about being a giant tanking man in hand-to-hand combat. I was like, this isn't for me. Because the first thing I texted Jack when I wanted to play Ghost of Tsushima was, I can be an assassin if I want to, right? He's like, oh yeah. And I was like, okay, cool, I'm downloading Ghost of Tsushima.
Yeah. Very good points to those to that game. I want to expand upon something. The gameplay style, first of all, the parkour element that you're discussing.
Yeah.
Hey man, you have to make that good.
Yeah.
That's a foundational aspect of the game. All across, like you have to make that, we have to feel like almost seamless. Maybe there's parts where we feel like we can control. There has to be a balance of that.
Yeah.
Bro, I'm playing the game. I'm like, what? L1? Okay, but if I have to hold square? Wait, what's sprint? Do I sprint and do it? Oh, no, I can't sprint.
Can't jump.
Can't jump. I can't jump.
Yeah.
I want to jump. I want to jump.
Oh, you want to jump?
I want to jump. That's it. Second, I think directing is so important in storytelling.
Yeah.
Man, you know which one I hated almost as much as this one? The French one.
The French one. Which one was the French one?
It's the one in France.
Well, yeah.
I know. I'm trying to remember the name of it.
What was going on in that
Good
one?
question. It was a history lesson
It was.
for 40 hours.
It's not. Hang on.
No.
This is going to drive me crazy.
Anyway, it was a history lesson the whole time.
Yeah.
And there were a bunch of bugs in it. Did you get it?
No. The mouse was fighting back with me.
Gotcha.
Assassin's Creed French one.
French one.
The French one.
The French one. You didn't like Unity?
No.
What?
I got it whenever all the bugs were in it. That was making it almost unplayable.
Yeah.
And then also there was too much history involved, I feel like. It was way too much of a history lesson. This Assassin's Creed Shadows, too convoluted in storytelling. You got this story. Okay, Portuguese, he's a slave. Okay, Japan. Okay, the village. Oh, wait a minute. Now we're jumping back in time to this girl. Oh, no, we're back in the present time. Now we're replaying memories whenever you go meditate to previous. It was so the through line of what's happening in the story confused the hell out of me.
Yeah.
And I was like, and then I realized I don't care about any of the characters.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm supposed to care about the character I'm playing, at least think like I want to be like them or like live vicariously through them. Didn't get that aspect at all. The combat system, very unsatisfying. I tried giving it another shot, and I'm like, I died multiple times. I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing. The menu, bro, I'm so confused with the menu. There's too many things, and then I have a settlement. All of a sudden, I have a settlement.
Oh God.
And then I have like scouts. What do I need scouts for? Wait a minute. What am I doing? I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
I'm toward the last maybe like 3 hours of the game. Circle. Dialogue. I'm just reading the dialogue.
Yeah.
I'm watching. I'm not playing a video game like I said last week. I'm watching a movie.
Yeah.
A boring movie.
Yeah. That's the whole. It's so boring.
Yeah, the voice acting was so stale to me, and
Yes.
I don't know if you choose to listen to it in Japanese, like that voice acting might have been better, but the one where it was in English, it sounded like the I don't want to say stereotypical, but it was like they were trying to sound like they were having a Japanese accent. And it's that like very stereotypical, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Da 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 da. Like that cadence. And it's like, that's so stilted and not real.
Yeah.
It felt as if they didn't record the conversations that were with each other. Like
Oh, they
everything was
probably
separate.
No,
did.
yeah.
Yeah.
But I think that's an issue.
And line by
Yeah.
line too, not even like as a paragraph
Right.
where you could flow through it. It was, this is your line, let's say it. I'll try that again. You know, very, very, very stilted.
No, honestly, I want my money back. I really want my money
Yeah.
back.
I mean, here's the thing. And I am very curious to see how this plays out because Ubisoft was depending on this game a lot because they're kind of in the shitter right now. It's no secret. Like if you look into like their finances that have happened, they've been, and that's why they took extra care with this one. And it had a longer development process, which is shocking to see with what I was playing with. But yeah, if I had to suggest anything, give Unity another chance.
No.
If you ever feel like it. No, please.
No.
Unity's so good. It's so good.
Do you know what so good means? Just out of curiosity.
Yes. And
No.
Unity's so good. Especially when you play it on a PS5. Like, it can keep up really well. Unity is, they went, hang on. What if we put our assassin on steroids? And he's a goddamn superhero. The jumps he can do sometimes. It's so batshit fun when you're not thinking about the reality.
Oh yeah, I
Of
give you
all
that.
this?
Yeah.
It's so fun. And there's co-op. We could play together.
We won't play together.
We could play. We could do it. We could do a heist. We could go in and rob a rich guy's mansion.
Is this
Oh,
in the
dude.
game or in the real life? Sorry.
Yes, no, this was in the game. That was what me and my friends did back in like high school.
Oh, that must
we
have been
had like, it was a giant mansion. We each had our designated spots we were going to go to and infiltrate. And like you got more money if you weren't detected the whole time. And we had
that's
it down
fun.
to a fucking art.
See, that's fun. That's fun.
But
It's
you didn't like the
insane.
storyline of it.
The storyline was a history lesson. That's the part I didn't like.
That's okay. There's barely any dialogue in it, unlike Shadows.
Barely in a dialogue.
There's barely any dialogue. Just get through it. No, come on.
Peyton.
Come on.
No, man.
Have you played Rogue? You ever played Assassin's Creed
Oh
Rogue?
no, no.
Oh, come on.
No, they broke my heart. They really, and I'll be honest with you, this is the last thing I'll say about Assassin's Creed Shadows and Assassin's Creed franchise. You guys broke my heart.
Damn.
Because you know how much I love Japan.
Oh yeah.
It's
You
true.
Guess
think
what?
about that?
Guess what? You fucked me.
Wow.
You made a fuck out of me.
Wow.
And it breaks my heart because you know what really breaks? Oh, you know what's the cherry on top?
Yeah.
It's visually fucking gorgeous.
That's true. It is very pretty.
In the open world gameplay,
For a Ubisoft game, sure, it's gorgeous.
it's the most gorgeous Assassin's Creed.
That's not saying a whole lot. I've always thought Ubisoft is like 3 steps behind, and this is coming from somebody who does not give a shit about graphics. Like, you know this, and so I am so unbiased in my opinion about graphics. Ubisoft is always like 3 steps behind with their muddy textures and like
Muddy?
Like, yeah.
Look
Are
at
you
Origins.
playing on performance instead of
I did both.
But see, have you played Origins with the desert? The desert looks phenomenal.
It does.
Well, yeah, it's not hard to do a desert. It's not hard to make sand.
Blood pressure's rising.
Yeah, that's your favorite one, right?
No, I don't know what my favorite one is anymore. Actually,
You don't know what you That's how bad they fucked you.
honestly,
I don't know. I don't even have a favorite.
I really don't. Before bed last night, I kind of ruined my sleep a little bit. I went through all the Assassin's Creed cinematic intros, and I remembered like I'm watching them and how they just got progressively worse.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I remember watching the first one and going, I think I was in college. I was like, holy shit!
Which one's your favorite?
In terms of intros,
Yeah.
oh, the original, and then Assassin's Creed 3.
3.
So
Yeah.
In terms of cinematic like trailers introducing you to the game, first one you're like, whoa, this is different. I love this. And then
Yeah.
the third one with the American Revolution, what's his name, Connor, going through all that front line. I mean, that's actually one of my videos I watch to get pumped up before a workout.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brotherhood and Revelations will always do it for me. We got Woodkid playing in the Revelations trailer, and that was my introduction to him. He's one of my favorite artists.
Is that the British one?
It's still Ezio. The Brotherhood one is where he's like walking in the crowd with everybody in red, and like
That's right. That
everybody's
one's
just
good.
getting like sniped in front of him. And
That
then
one's really
Revelations is where Ezio's held hostage and they're about to hang him.
That's right. That one's good too.
And that was my introduction to Woodkid, who does like the forgot the words. One of my favorite artists. Forgot the words.
But you know what that reminds me of? I didn't like the music in the Shadows. Didn't fit. Didn't sound good.
Yeah, music.
Did they keep the hip hop during combat, or did they take that away?
No, they kept it. There was like one of your first big fights with the girl, with this guy, and it was like
It just didn't match.
it didn't match.
That's the thing is people were like, "Whoa,
like,
why are you doing this?"
it's like that might be a great song, but not here.
You know what it feels like? Too many cooks in the kitchen.
Yeah.
That's what it feels like. Everybody
Too
wants to
many
do this, and you know what? Ghost of Tsushima.
Ghost of Tsushima.
Just keep it Japanese, baby.
That one's
Yeah.
beautiful.
And that one's like, oh, the standoffs are so fucking
Yeah.
great. I played that game like this. I'm like,
Yeah.
fuck yeah, let's fucking do
Loved
this.
getting my ass kicked by the like kind of fake out boss in the beginning, who's the coach from Glee. If you ever watch Glee, and so that's just hilarious to me, is looking at him and going like,
Yeah.
"That's the coach from Glee, and he's kicking my ass right now."
Yeah. Anyway, that's Assassin's Creed.
Creed
That's Assassin's
Shadows.
Creed.
We'll never bring it up again on this show unless we have the director or the
They
Head-
want to
head
come
guy
onto
here.
our show and
Yeah.
defend themselves.
yeah defend. No, I want them. I
Defend your
Venmo.
honor.
I want $80 back. To be honest with you.
Yeah, you'll have a standoff.
It's so man. Okay, whatever. I don't want to get negative. I really don't want to
Right.
get negative.
How about instead you tell us why you were right about the pyramids? Because we made we made a post saying that you were right, but we didn't go into it, and some people got a little grumpy in the comments.
Yes.
Sorry, guys.
Okay, for those people commenting on the YouTube short, we just wanted you to click on the link to watch a full episode. But you're right. You're right. If you know what you want to know why I'm right is because a few weeks ago, a couple months ago, whenever it was, when Mr. Beast's video of the pyramids came out, this is what happened. I saw the video and I was like, this is not right. You know, anybody who looks at this giant building and goes, oh, this must be a tomb, that's kind of silly, right? Especially if they didn't find any mummies inside. Mm-hmm. That's basically it. And then the giant structure it is, like when we create giant structures, it's usually either for transportation or some kind of energy, right?
Yeah.
Or people live inside of it, usually.
Right. Yeah.
Usually. Every now and then there's a monument glorifying someone.
Maybe a shopping mall.
Maybe a shopping mall. There you go. Business transactions, right? But we didn't find any like shops in the Great Pyramid, did we, Alex? So there you go. And I was like, there's got to be something more to it. And dude, a week later, what happens?
What happens?
You didn't know?
No.
Oh, here, I'll show you.
That's what I'm saying. Like, tell me
I'm
about it.
surprised you don't know.
These two dudes went over there and they put down this like sonar, this seismic radar thing that can see things underground.
Yeah.
This is what they discovered. Giant pillars underneath the pyramid that go down about 2 miles.
Mm-hmm.
That's really deep.
2 miles? Holy shit.
Mm-hmm.
That's double the Burj Khalifa. Double, dude.
Yeah.
Spirals going up them. This is a major find.
Yeah. Spirals as in walkways or drilling? Who knows?
They're just around these pillars, and there's like I think 12 or 9 of them underneath the pyramids.
What do we gotta do to start digging?
They're gonna start. They're
already
gonna start.
Okay.
Yeah, they're gonna start doing more research and stuff. And then there's been a few people who be like, "No, that's not what these findings are." They're trying to like, but whenever they said that, I watched the whole video. You don't explain why not. You don't explain why not in the video.
Yeah.
So guess what? You're wrong.
This is how we unleash an ancient alien that's been being held prisoner under the pyramids.
Right. Isn't that what's under in Assassin's Creed?
Does that happen in Assassin's Creed?
There's like alien shit under in the Egypt one,
Oh,
right?
dude. Their lore is so...
That's another podcast.
I cannot keep up with, not to go back to Assassin's Creed, but their lore is batshit insane,
Right?
and that's all I'll say about it.
It's hard to explain the lore to somebody.
Yeah.
I usually just say, just watch a YouTube video of it. That'll explain it so much better than I will. Anyway, that's what's going on in Egypt.
Okay.
That was the major discovery, and I thought it was very serendipitous with the timing of Mr. Beast and myself.
Yeah.
And like
You
I
did
said,
good.
I'm an archaeologist now.
You are an archaeologist
Yeah.
now. You're like Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
It belongs in a museum.
That's what he says, right?
That's what he says.
Oh, yeah.
That's what...
That's right. I forgot. I thought it
You've
was
never
you
seen
say-
Indiana Jones?
No, I have, but I thought for a second it was you saying it, and I was like, what? Yeah, anyway.
You have to say it like him.
It belongs in a museum.
There you go.
That is your Harrison Ford as Indiana Jones impression?
Do you want to see my Harrison Ford impression?
I would
love
love
it.
to.
I don't like making movies. I don't like when people talk about Star Wars with me. I'm Han Solo, but I don't want people to remember that. I want people to remember me as Indiana Jones, and I'm going to do it till I'm 95. Fuck you.
Oh, wow.
That's my Harrison Ford impression.
Yeah.
Wow.
I love him, though. I love him to death
Why?
because he does not give a
He
shit.
does not give any shit.
And it's quite amusing
Yeah.
to watch. He wants people to forget he was Han Solo so fucking bad. And like that is always what he's going to be most remembered by, and he hates that.
Why?
And just I don't know. He has such a he wants to be separated from the franchise so bad. And he wants people, you can just tell, he wants people to look at him and go, that's Indiana Jones, instead of going, that's Han Solo.
I'd say most people probably do.
I don't know.
I don't think of him as Star Wars. I think of him as Indiana Jones.
We should do a poll.
We should.
Do you see Harrison Ford as Han Solo or Indiana Jones?
Me personally,
Don't do a different answer.
I'm going to do a third one.
No.
Yeah.
It's from the YouTube clip of him and David Blaine doing the magic trick together.
What?
That's what I know Harrison Ford from.
What? What is this? What are you talking about?
That's me. That's my
I
answer.
thought we were going to say like Blade Runner, which I guess would be an acceptable answer. But
No, I don't know.
David Blaine doing a magic trick with Harrison Ford?
On a YouTube clip.
Harrison did not want to be there, did he?
No, he looked like it was in his home. So
Yeah.
It was in his home?
his kitchen.
Is this like a secret fascination with Harrison Ford? He's just really into magic?
Maybe, but he told him to get the fuck out after he did the magic trick.
Oh, he did?
He was freaked out.
Freaked out by David Blaine's fake magic?
It's not fake magic. It's real
Oh,
magic.
it's pretty fake magic. if you ask me.
It's real, man.
It's real.
It's real. It's real. Alex,
Yeah.
let's before we get into current events, but I wanted to hit upon this. You said like how Harrison Ford wants to be disassociated with the Star Wars franchise. He doesn't want to be known as Han Solo. I always find that interesting when actors are like that. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? They don't like that. They want to be known for either other things or they want to just be like, come on, move on from that project.
Yeah.
And I'm like, man, I understand why you feel like that, but also you rarely work as an actor.
Yeah.
Like rarely work in terms of if you're lucky. If you're I'm trying to figure out the right percentage. What do you think the percentage is of like A-list movie stars and celebrity and like TV stars? Like 0.01% of all actors?
It's going to be small, even
Yeah.
though it feels quite big. But then you have to remember, like, that's just... yeah, it's small.
When you look at people's IMDb, like let's say very rarely do you look at somebody's IMDb who's like a big movie star and you see over 100 credits.
Yeah.
They're usually over 50 in their 60s by now, right?
Yeah.
All 100 projects.
Mm-hmm.
Or somebody who has like 30 projects.
Yeah.
Holy shit, that's a lot of TV work to have done. 30 projects?
Yeah.
Or maybe not that many, but then somebody's been on the same show for 15 years.
Yeah.
It's like you've just created generational wealth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Maybe-
really. Yeah.
Maybe not complain about that so much.
Yeah.
Otherwise, like, don't get paid so much for it.
I forgot the number, but the actress who plays Meredith Grey from Grey's Anatomy, loaded.
Yeah, she was on that
Like,
for a long
I think
time.
she became like the highest paid actress in TV, if I'm remembering correctly.
It's around $20 million a year for the last I don't know how many years.
Insane.
And let's say after taxes, all that stuff, $10 million.
That's still fucking insane.
$10 million for 10 years is $100 million. And okay, you put that in the bank investments, that thing has grown.
Yeah.
For sure.
She has producer credits. She probably has points off the back end.
Yeah.
10 years, you've made $100 million. Hey, know me for that role then for the rest of my life.
Right,
Feel
right.
free.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? I was in Indiana Jones and the Star Wars franchises and Blade Runner and whatever else for sure.
Right.
Okay, maybe he doesn't make a big deal of it. Maybe it's like taken out of context with the way
No,
it's
it's
portrayed.
also a bit with him. I can
Okay,
tell. He
all right.
plays it
Yeah.
up.
Okay.
Like he likes to come off as the grumpy old man
Okay,
during
gotcha.
interviews.
Yeah.
And yeah.
But
then- oh, sorry.
but no. I was just gonna say, like, I think it's important and it's hard because when you start building your career as an actor, and I've experienced this. I never ever thought I would ever pass on an audition in my life when I first started. But like, no, I'll audition for everything.
Right.
And then when I built my career, I was like, oh, I have to pass on this because of A, B, and C reasons.
Yeah.
Shit. Oh, I guess I have to pass. All right. And it's easy to fall into the thing of start being like on the other end of the spectrum where you're like, I don't want to do this now. Oh no, I'm better than this. And so there's like this balancing game, this juggling game that you constantly have to do. And on top of that, the industry has evolved so much to where because of COVID, because of self-taping, man, so many people like now are accepting any offer just
Yeah.
like that. When before COVID, pilot season was so much more advantageous, right? Advantageous for me.
Yeah.
Because of how many pilots were being filmed and where I was at with my career and how many people were declining offers to do certain pilots, etc. like that.
Mm-hmm.
Now that's not the case. And so when you get offered something, usually people take it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not a lot of work.
Anyway, what do we got for current events?
Yeah. Well, that leads me into one of them, which is Eddie Murphy. In a recent interview, revealed that throughout his nearly 50-year career, he has only ever auditioned once for Saturday Night Live in 1980, which was the opportunity that launched his career,
Wow.
leading to the iconic role in films like 48 Hours, Beverly Hills Cop, etc., etc.
Honestly, I could believe that. Yeah. 'Cause
I
that was kind of the downfall too, is he was just accepting any work thrown his way, and that's why he kind of vanished for a little bit, because it was just putting up. What, you don't want to say that?
I thought there was another reason why he vanished.
Oh, did he do something?
Yeah, there was a little thing that he got. I don't know the exact like in terms of what really happened or the exact details.
I
but
missed
yeah,
a chapter.
I think you missed a chapter.
Well,
But he did accept a lot of work.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Adventures of Pluto Nash. Have you ever seen that?
I've
think
never
so?
watched it, but I'm very familiar.
Oh, it's
I've watched clips. I'll pull a you. I've watched clips.
it's a great bad movie. It's one of those movies where like it feels so it's just fun to watch. It takes place on the moon, so enjoy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's accepted a lot, but there was a break he took. I think what happened was he got caught by the police picking up a trans prostitute, and he went under the radar for a while after that
That's very interesting.
because people kept like making fun of him for it and harassing him for it, and so that's where I heard.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So he wasn't canceled at all.
Not
for
canceled.
anything.
No.
That's where I thought you were going with this.
No. He
People were
wasn't
just
canceled.
making fun of him.
Yeah, and like back in when would this happen? The 90s or whatever, maybe late 90s or whenever it happened. He kind of just took a long break before getting back into it. Yeah. So, but
1997.
that's when it happened.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So
They were probably very judgy.
That's
during
what I
those
mean.
Times, yeah.
Yeah. That's why he was just like, I'm gonna take a break. He had the money to take a break. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Speaking of, but kind of still on Eddie Murphy. Oh my gosh. Me and my brother took a helicopter tour over LA. We had it as a gift from my manager Steve, and we got to fly over some of the celebrities' homes in Beverly Hills, and
Mm-hmm.
holy shit, we flew over like Eddie Murphy's house, Denzel's house. Shouldn't call them houses. Mansions,
Yeah.
estates.
I was gonna say state is probably better.
Oh my god, I feel so poor. Oh, guys, we're so poor
We are.
Right.
in money, not in friendship,
Not in friendship. Not in life.
No.
not in
We're
life.
rich.
And also for living in Los Angeles, we are.
Bro.
We.
I was like, what? It ruined the whole helicopter ride. Ruined it.
Damn.
It was just like, fuck, man. All right. You guys like, you guys have fun? We're like, yeah.
Was it near the end of the helicopter
Yeah.
ride? Okay, good. At least it was near the end.
Started on the up and up and then hit you with
Yeah,
a downer.
yeah.
Saw Justin Bieber's previous home, and we're just like, it just.
Previous home, got a new one.
It's
He
like
used
all
to
this
live in
glass
Toluca Lake.
circle.
Mm.
Yeah, we were looking at the ones in Beverly Hills.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Anyway. We're not rich. That's
We're
what
not
I'm trying
rich.
to say.
We are not
We're rich in
rich.
life, but we're so rich that we're full. Inside.
So drunk.
So drunk. But we're going to take a commercial break first.
All right. We'll be right back.
Sorry.
Sorry.
I got lost. Peyton threw me off, man.
I had to go to the bathroom so bad.
He had to go so bad. Here we go. In honor of your audition that you had in a recent interview, Anthony Michael Hall on filming Reacher fight scenes in an interview. He discussed the intense preparation for a fight scene in the season 3 finale of Reacher. The complex sequence took 3 weeks to film, highlighting the dedication and effort involved in bringing such action-packed scenes to life.
Very cool.
Yeah.
I worked with Anthony Michael Hall
Yeah.
on Awkward.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
I didn't know this.
I did. That's really cool. Is he still on the show or?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but
did he win his fight?
did he win his fight? Don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, took 3 weeks. It's intense. I feel like not a lot of TV sometimes takes that time.
Yeah.
Why are
That's
you doing
really-
this?
I know.
Why are you doing
I'm
this?
just it's replaying
Bringing back
memories of just
being
yeah.
on Awkward.
Yeah.
There is a funny moment
Yeah.
with Dak Shepard. You know Dak Shepard.
Yes, I do know that shit.
He was watching a movie with his daughter, the Thomas Crown Affair with his 8-year-old daughter. And a racy scene happened, and she asked if people really have sex on staircases, which opened up a whole entire conversation he now had to have with his daughter.
That's so awkward. How old was she?
8.
Oh man.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's one of those things where you go,
That-
gotta watch the movies we're watching with our kids.
Yeah.
My mom did not do a good job. She called me saying like, you just trashed me on the podcast.
What?
But she did not monitor the movies I was watching as a kid. Do you want to know one of the first movies I ever watched?
Boogie
That
Nights.
you remember? Or
No, like it is one of the first movies I ever watched, and I rented it from Hollywood Video.
oh, okay.
And it was Dude, Where's My Car?
That was a great movie.
That was a great movie. But for a 4-year-old?
Oh.
You know.
Wait, how did you rent it as a 4-year-old?
She just let me.
Oh, you just grabbed one
I
and
just grabbed it. And she,
Oh. She probably thought like, hey, where's my toy? Where, dude? Where's
Ashton Kutcher from that 70s show. Love him.
Love
Great
him.
guy. She's going to get so mad at me
That's
for
funny.
bringing this up.
Oh man.
I'm sorry, Mom.
That's all right.
You did let me rent Dude, Where's My Car when I was like 4 or 5 years old from Hollywood Video, though. It is my earliest memory of watching a movie.
Yeah. My dad would do this thing whenever a sex scene would come on to the TV or people were kissing.
Mm-hmm.
He would say it and are we able to hear outside noise from in here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How? I thought this place was soundproof. Okay, it doesn't matter. It's fine. Sorry, I really thought this was
It don't pick up on the microphone, though.
okay, whatever. Anyway,
Oh,
what's going on? Okay, so
It's Dude, Where's My Car?
right.
right? No, my dad would be we'd be watching it, and then he'd be like, "Come on, what is this? This is not good." And like he'd be angry. He's talking in like in Arabic, but he'd just be like start going off on the TV and stuff, and he'd change the channel, and we'd all be like, "Oh." So awkward. Have you ever, as adults, watched a sex scene with your parents on a TV?
Absolutely, and that's just bizarre. I remember the first
on a TV.
on a TV.
Like, I suppose.
Well, one of the first ones I remember watching in a movie theater with my parents
Yeah.
was The Black Swan.
Oh.
Oh, I haven't seen Black Swan.
Yeah.
That's with Mila Kunis and
Natalie
Portman,
Portman.
and they have like an intimate moment. So not only was it like a love scene, but it's a lesbian love scene.
Nice.
And I just remember going, oh my God, what are they thinking? What am I thinking? What is going on? Oh my God, can this end?
What if you
Great movie.
Dude,
Great movie.
how uncomfortable would it be if you like nudged your parents and you're like,
Hey.
It's horrible.
Huh?
Oh my God.
Crazy,
Whoa,
right?
Crazy.
We watched Titanic as a family. Yeah. And they make passionate love in that movie. Yeah.
And the naked drawing scene.
Yeah. When the dude had hit the propeller hopping off the boat, I was like 8. I thought that was the funniest thing.
Oh my God.
And so I started laughing. And my sister got really mad at me, saying like, that's not funny. Not funny. But my young mind did not comprehend. I was
You
just like,
You have a sister?
yeah, you knew this. I have an older sister. Wesam.
I didn't know this.
You've
Oh,
never.
no, I remember now. Okay. It's
You've
back.
known this.
I just feel like you don't bring it up a lot.
I don't bring it
You
up a
don't
lot.
bring it up a lot.
No,
That's
no.
why. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Have I met her?
No.
Okay.
No. I don't. She's never visited here before. No.
Younger or older? I forget.
Older.
Older. Okay.
Older. She's 3 years older.
Is she on LinkedIn?
Probably.
Okay, I'll message her.
Yeah. She works for an accounting firm.
Okay.
So yeah, she decided to pursue where the money was.
Smart.
She.
It's got to be so. I don't want to say like. What do you do as an accountant? You're just looking at numbers all day, right?
You know what? Just because I think that's hilarious. That is what she does all day.
I get so tired of that.
Yeah. No, she's good at it too.
Okay, looks like they add up. Send me the next sheet.
There's kind of
Just
a
like
mutual
that.
thing she's doing with her, like guy who runs the firm right now, where it's kind of like a slow passing off of the torch
Oh.
to her. But like I'm talking like really slow. Like she's now like invested like in the company as like a whole. And yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
She laid it out for me. It's a lot of stuff I don't understand. But this money is going to turn into more money. And then her dreams to run the place. So,
Nice.
yeah. She took the good career.
So did my brother. That's all right.
Yeah. What else we got?
All right. So movie theaters are trying everything to bring audiences back, from pickleball to cocktail bars to bowling. They're even looking at lifting strict anti-phone policies to sing-alongs.
Kill me. How about this?
Okay.
Hey, you want people to come see your movies? Make good movies.
They said, we need to find a way to get people back into the habit of going to theaters. You can't stay stuck in a 100-year-old way of doing business. It's not going to work anymore.
Yeah, but I don't think bowling's going to fix that. I think people have just really become comfortable just watching movies at their home, too.
Yeah, especially if they've got great setups.
Yeah, and also with a lot of these streaming services like Max coming to mind, like a lot of their stuff, it's like, oh, like 2 weeks later it'll be on Max. Like just kind of wait.
Thank
and
you.
like you don't. Now granted, like I do love going to the movie theater, but it's got to be a very specific movie that I was looking forward to. That's like I have to see it day one.
The only way people are going to go see movies when they come out is if they start implementing what they used to do. Cool, I have to wait 6 months for this to come out on DVD. Then
Yeah.
okay, I want to watch it now.
Let me add one more thing. If I also know the like audience vibe is gonna be like really cool. Like it was one of the things that like I had to see Spider-Man No Way Home with an audience because there was all the theories of like, oh, are Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire gonna be in that film? And like being in a packed theater when that shit happens, you can't beat that. That's so fucking cool.
Yeah.
But again, it's got to be a very specific movie, or I know it's going to be like a really good crowd.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know, but I've also been wrecked that way too. I wanted to see The Quiet Place in theaters because I thought, God, that one's going to be great in theaters.
Yeah.
And it got wrecked because you need to be fucking quiet.
Oh, see, our theater went dead quiet. No one wanted to eat their popcorn, like because of how quiet it was.
Oh, you got lucky. You know what happened with my experience?
Yeah.
Somebody's phone went off. And guess what? I thought it was in the movie until I realized it wasn't.
Oh man.
I hate going to the movie theater with other people.
Yeah.
That's my that I know I could see Spider-Man working out, but honestly, last few times, which has been forever, but it's always been ruined by other people being rude.
Yeah.
You know what I had? One of the very last experiences I ever had. We were sitting down and some guy behind us was like, I'm so sorry. Do you guys own cats? I'm allergic. You move. You move. I'm not moving. You move.
What did you guys say to him?
No. I don't.
That pissed me
I
off
don't
so
own
much. I'd be
cats,
like,
but-
what? What? Do you like to the place? He goes to the place.
Oh,
To the
damn.
place.
Yeah,
Wow.
goes to the
Back
place.
to
He
the
goes
place.
to the place with a bunch of cats. I don't care.
Whoa.
Sneeze and itch for the
That's
rest.
just, that's just cruel.
No, it's not. Sneeze and itch for the rest of your life, rude person.
Whoa. Whoa.
I have eczema on my hand now. I found out.
Oh, do you?
A little patchy.
See that?
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't have my glasses on.
What causes that?
I think it's an autoimmune disorder.
Good. Like
Good?
I get it on my chest and stomach
Oh.
all the time, and
Okay.
it's like I don't know what's happening.
Do you put any cream on it?
No.
Just dry?
Yeah.
Lotion?
No.
Nothing? Okay.
I have it really bad on my
Hey.
elbow. My right elbow is really, really bad. Yeah.
Let's move on to the next one.
No.
No.
Oh, yeah, I'm just kidding.
You'll have to tell me about that because I lost it, by the way. The time.
Oh, gotcha. I never clicked pause.
Love it.
So we're gonna rock and roll with our best guess here.
All right, this will be the last one.
Sure. Village Roadside Entertainment Group, known for co-producing films like The Matrix, Joker, has filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy in March. The decision followed the financial struggles, including an unresolved legal dispute with Warner Brothers over the release strategy of The Matrix Resurrection. Village Roadshow alleged that Warner Brothers simultaneously released the film in theaters and HBO Max, breaching their co-production agreement, leading to the diminished box office returns. The ongoing arbitration from this dispute contributed to the Village Roadside show's financial challenges and eventually bankrupting.
So sad.
Yeah.
They've done so many movies.
Yeah.
That's and a lot of that is legal fees.
Mm-hmm.
Man, those lawyers. We picked the wrong profession, guys. Lawyers. No, but that sucks, man. Like, those are really, there's really, keystones in movies,
Yeah.
that they made, really impactful movies, entertaining movies.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm curious to see how this gets resolved because Warner Brothers is also in the shit financially.
Yeah, I think they're about 50 million or something. Well, let's see.
Yeah.
Hold on. Let me look that
But
up.
somebody's might be buying Coyote versus Acme, so we're fucking winning over here.
Who's that, you?
No.
Oh, okay. It sounded like you were buying it. I was like, whoa.
Guys, it's all me. I am saving Coyote versus Acme.
Man.
Okay, yeah. Oh, holy moly. I forgot a few zeros. 39.5 billion.
What?
Yes. Which is a decrease from their 43.66 billion.
How does that happen?
Are they doing that thing where they basically create this corporation and charge themselves for marketing to make it seem where the thing has been at a loss for tax purposes, because they do that.
Maybe, but I feel like
So
you're
that they
such
don't
a
pay out
big
people
thing.
in the back end.
Yeah.
Because technically, what is it? The first Star Wars still hasn't made a profit yet, apparently,
For real?
on paper.
Wow. Interesting.
Something like one of those
Sneaks.
things.
Yeah.
Super sneaks.
It's like, hey, you're a crook.
I mean, that's just Hollywood.
I know. It's like, hey, that's lying and thievery.
Yeah.
But, okay, we're good with it. All right. That was some good stuff.
That's some good stuff.
All right, Peyton, play us out. All right, thanks for tuning in, guys. And thanks for listening live here on iDoby Radio. Always remember, follow us on social medias. And always remember to listen, think, and then talk. I said always remember twice, but you guys know what
That's
it is.
okay.
Listen,
right.
think, and then talk. Bye.